The crown is the crown of fangs.
The 7 relics of Kazavon.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you doing research via spell, or are you doing research via, like, good old-fashioned looking through books? We're at the end of downtime now, so you guys are like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll burn through like as many as we need. What the heck is that spell? Magical Google search.
Pagebound Epiphany.
Yeah, Pagebound Epiphany.
I can use. I can use the tome. I've got the almanac that I can use to boost nature and geography checks. And I can take 20 twice on checks.
Yep. There's also, you mentioned that you were going to cast Legend Lore a bunch of times on things.
I'm also going to cast a lot of Legend Lores, yes.
Okay.
Including on that shield.
Great. Where do you want to start with the Legend Lores?
Let's start with the crystals from Cindermaw.
Okay, so
and learning about maybe the Fist of Shirak, which is built from one of those crystals.
Yeah. So each casting of Legend Lore is 250 gold pieces worth of components. You guys have done enough shopping that you could have all the incense that you need to cast these, but you need to actually pay for it.
Sure. I will pull that out of spell components from the party.
Perfect.
Treasure.
Yep.
So you pick up one of the random magical crystals that you guys harvested from the bowels of Cindermaw, and this is the result of the Legend Lore. The Cindermaw crystal, it's a magical crystal that was formed in the fiery and acidic bowels of the legendary cinderworm named Cindermaw. Displaying and wearing such a crystal is a mark of bravery amongst the local Rakasta tribes of Bosterra. There's nothing... this crystal does not have a legend beyond where it came from. You do learn, from a mechanical spell crafting point of view, that it will reduce the cost of fire-based and acid-based magic items or protections by 25 to 50%, depending on how well you craft from it.
Nice.
Because it's not the actual item that you were trying to, that one Rakastan's item that was made out of this type of crystal.
Yeah,
you didn't get any information about that.
That is fine. I could do a super long casting version of it, a week. I don't want to do that.
Okay. Yeah, this version, because you had the item on hand, took only 40 minutes? Yeah, 1d4 plus.
Yeah.
It took 20 minutes to cast.
Nice.
I've got a bunch of questions about the relics. I don't know if we want to break this up with the Legend Lore now. That I'll do Pagebound Epiphany on.
Let's just kind of work our way through the Legend Lores and then move on to the other research.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sure.
Cool. So the next one then is Kazavon. I have an actual scale of Kazavon, which is that shield, right?
Yes.
That ought to work.
It takes 40 minutes. You were worried that you're oh, is this not enough? Is this not actually one of his scales? Maybe it's his cousin's scale or something. But no.
Kennybon.
Eventually, information begins to flow. For Fereosae, how does this appear in a witch-like way? How is she recording or receiving the information?
Her eyes glow blue, burning blue, as the information flows in, and she's just still for about the last 10 minutes of this casting.
Okay.
She makes some notes in her own journal to collect thoughts as the blue fades away.
All right. Swirling around you while you're casting this is also a bunch of like dead leaves as your patron is that of autumn. You're not sure where the leaves came from, but Fereosae knows they came from autumn.
Absolutely.
Kazavon is a blue dragon warlord who is blessed with mythical powers by the Dark Three.
Oh.
He conquered much of the Great Wheel in the ethereal pearls and butchered thousands before he was confronted by a band of powerful heroes. He was defeated by these heroes who wielded Serithtial, a blade that held the power of a pearl.
Ah.
Upon his death, his body was scattered across the pearls to keep him from reforming. His evil essence still corrupts today, working through his remains.
How do you spell the name of that sword?
Here, I'll paste the...
It was Mandravius wielding Serithtial, who was able to slip through the dragon's guard and deliver the fatal blow in the Star Tower. It was what allowed the sword stopped Kazavon's scales from deflecting every attack. It was incomplete, and the sword was left in the skull to prevent his reforming. The last location was the Pearl Scarfat. So we actually know that even so.
Yep, that is the information you got through Zephyros' research while you guys were doing stuff at the Boulder of Atlas.
Nice, very nice. Okay.
You don't know what held the power of a pearl means.
I do. I remember our previous campaign. But Fereosae does not.
You said where was the battle took place in what pearl?
In a pearl called Scarfat. I'll spell it for you.
It's kind of Anquani name?
Yep.
Who are the Anquani again?
They were the ancient Egyptian style culture that worshipped the gods.
Yeah.
The pantheon of gods that eventually gave up and gave their powers to create the inherited races, and then there were gods that inherited their powers. So they were like the parents and grandparents of some of the gods in the pantheon today.
Okay. Yeah.
Next legend lore is on the Knot of Woe, which is part of Yggdrasil.
Okay, and then
I've got its essence.
You absorbed its essence, right?
Yeah.
So you do a legend lore on that part of you. Plus you have some wood. Fine.
Yes. Various bits of me start to grow, and my feet almost become like roots.
Okay. But there's also a weird thing that happens that a little branch, almost like a root, grows rapidly through the top of Fereosae's head and breaks a hole through the roof of the building that you're in.
Whoa. Fereosae, are you okay?
The Knot of Woe is a root of the world tree, Yggdrasil, that was severed eons ago when its original landmass was ripped asunder from the prime material and moved to the ethereal pearls. Due to its interdimensional nature, when the root was moved, it created a crack in the Carcerian shell that houses the ethereal pearls.
Ooh.
It was aggressively pruned and burned by titans and their spawn until only the Knot of Woe remained. Bosterra was turned into a desert by the titans to further weaken the tree. Over the eons, the power of the tree waned and shrank until it was finally absorbed by the Fey Witch Fereosae.
Ooh, interesting.
Very nice. The Carcerian shell is an interesting concept there too.
Yeah, I didn't quite
I have enough knowledge planes that should ring a bell.
You could roll a knowledge planes. What is your question?
Where are the ether pearls trapped? I'll take 10 on the knowledge planes and get a 40.
Okay, so you know it is known. The Titans created the ether pearls, and yeah, they probably did steal things from other planes and trap them into pocket dimensions.
Yes.
They don't mention in any of the more common creation myths or stories about the ethereal pearls anything about Carceri.
Yeah.
What do you get for a check just about Carceri?
Yeah. We'll take 10 on that and get a 40 as well.
The Tartarian depths of Carceri, also known as Tartarus, is an outer plane in the Great Wheel of the Plains. It represents like a spot in the wheel of alignments between chaotic evil and neutral evil, situated between Hades and the Abyss. It is a prison plane where the nasty creatures that live there, according to ancient knowledge, battled one another.
Yeah.
Fereosae, you feel you're on the verge of knowledge that is taboo.
Best kind of knowledge.
We'll set that aside as one of the
Taboo
things
and
to look
probably
into.
even suppressed.
Yeah. We'll see if maybe we can use one of your book things, Professor, and one of my take 20 knowledge checks.
Now, it only took
to get more.
It only took finding a piece of Yggdrasil to learn this information.
It's not easy.
Which is, yeah, that's a lift.
Like, how many people have done that? Probably not very many.
Not very many. Yeah. Okay, so this is the fact that the ether pearls are trapped in Carceri is a significant finding. Previously, we had thought maybe the Abyss or something like that, but had very little information. This is some actual true knowledge. Sweet.
That reminds me of, was it grandfather's research into escaping the pearls? He always theorized there was something just beyond, something terrible. Could this be this?
All of this I will share directly. Yeah. Yes, it feels like this tree has the ability to attempt to escape. It has the power to escape the pearls.
Escape
somewhere
into
the big root that grew out of your head disappeared. Like as you were learning the knowledge, it was almost like it was being burned and withered as you were learning the knowledge about how they destroyed it.
Yeah.
There's still a hole in the roof.
Escape into what, though? Out of the frying pan into the fire? Into this prison dimension?
Hopefully beyond that. But yes, first into the prison dimension and then beyond, yes. the next legend lore, there are only 2 more.
Okay.
The next legend lore is on the large Boulder of the Atlas temple. And for that, I think we can just go there. We can just kind of teleport out to the hole that it's absolutely sitting in.
Yep.
When we get there, I'll put up another mage's private sanctum, right? And can I enclose us in it while we study it?
Yeah, sure. You can.
Whoa! You can't do the private sanctum thing. I gotta try the challenge again.
You've had.
It's time for the biggin. I had a little time to rest up.
Or the part of the temple where the depression, like where it is the trigger.
Yep.
I could legend lore either or both to get knowledge about this temple and what lies beneath it.
All right. So at the Atlas Temple, it takes you 40 minutes. Is Thurgus trying to trigger the challenge again?
No, I think I got told I couldn't try it for another year or something, right?
Yeah, it's every year. So yeah. When you put treasure down, it just doesn't. It just knows.
Yeah, I'm just giving the professor shit.
The Pillars of Atlas is an ancient temple dedicated to the Titan Atlas. In a perversion of Atlas's punishment by the gods, he was convinced to help his brethren steal massive swaths of land and materials to help produce and populate the Ether Pearls. The Pillars of Atlas was constructed by his followers in dedication to his completion of this task, but fell into ruin when Atlas never returned to the Ether Pearls. It was the last known place where Atlas was seen before his disappearance eons ago. Atlas left behind a mighty gift that awaits a being who proves themselves in a test of ultimate strength and endurance.
Oh shit! The biggest stone. Oh,
very nice.
You're sharing this as you learn it, right?
Yeah.
This I'm sharing this one fully as well.
Oh, did you hear that, Thurgus?
Appearing to just be crushed by the knowledge.
It seems to me that if you can complete the trial in a year from now, of course, with the heaviest of all the boulders, the ultimate prize of Atlas may be unlocked. I think it may have lain here undisturbed for time immemorial.
Indeed.
Wait. I feel like the biggest rock is not related to like the once per year challenge, right? Because like the big rock was covering some sort of entrance, I thought.
Well, you'll need to get them to appear, but any of us could start the challenge to get them to appear.
So why don't we have Zephyros take the challenge, then we just fuck up that really big rock?
Do you think that we can? It will be much, 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 much.
Well, didn't you say that like the big rock was covering some sort of entrance? It wasn't like there was something underneath it.
The big rock, if we are able to hoist the big rock, carry it into the temple, and stand in the temple, then the magic will reveal, I believe, a space below.
Is that separate from like hold it for 3 days sort of thing?
I don't know. It's possible that it would have to be held for 3 days.
It is a test of strength and endurance.
It's possible that it would still be a 3-day requirement, but I don't know.
Oh, so much for this legend lore stuff.
It is an ultimate test of strength and endurance.
I don't know. I'm just going to sit here for 40 minutes while you wait around on your ass, Thurgus.
That was the plan, yes. Success.
Oh, I'm so bored.
Yeah,
Thurgus like kicks the grass. He goes looking for like bugs and stuff. Oi, you lot! When you was trying to fuck with me while I was holding the rock, not so big now. And he's just like shouting, like just nonsense into the distance.
Nice. The last legend lore, I'll do at night.
Okay.
Dude, while we're here though, just eyeing up this stone, what what level of strength would a person need to have
Did we
to lift this
figure
thing?
out its weight before, Matt? I think you had I gave you a figure before about the Atlas boulder, right?
I calculated the weight out at. Let me see here. I think I've got it in the sandbox because I created an animated tree capable of lifting it.
Did you?
So it's colossal, which means it's like a 25-foot diameter sphere.
Yeah, it's. I calculated out the. Okay, yes. So. Right. It's somewhere around like 1.8 million pounds.
Does that sound right, Marty?
What? No way.
175. Jasper. Come on, buddy.
No, cat problems.
buddy. 175 pounds per cubic foot. So you can take a look at like run the calculation for a 25-foot diameter sphere for volume, and then multiply it by 175, and that's what you get. Sphere volume diameter
times pi times
12.5 radius. 8,081. If it's 25-foot diameter, yeah. So
around 1.4 million pounds.
Yeah, 1.4 million.
Can you lift 1.4 billion pounds yet, Thurgus?
Of course I can. There's no possible way. That's not
kind of need a massive amount of strength plus a massive size, and then muleback cords, ant haul, and bull strength. Right? Or muleback cords and ant haul are the ones that'll last long enough. Well, bull strength would last long enough to carry it.
I thought muleback cords didn't stack with ant haul. I thought they're both enhancement bonuses. But you
So,
might be right.
so what's our plan to lift this again?
Oh,
Thurgus is going to keep doing push-ups every day for the next, I don't know, 12 centuries.
If I can find a 200-foot tall tree and bring it to life, I believe that we could equip it in such a way that it could lift that rock.
Well, going by the history of this temple's magic, it is quite literal. In that case, the gift of the Titan would, in theory, be bestowed on the tree and not us.
That's a good point. It'd be better if it were bestowed on Thurgus, I think. But the tree might be my good friend, and that could be okay.
Is there no spell we could cast that would do this for us?
Perhaps make the boulder lighter or smaller?
Well,
Reduce size?
if we were able to cast, let me think about this, 18th circle magic, we could probably boost a teleport to move it.
I don't believe it goes up to that circle yet.
I think, though, it needs to be held in place in the temple on 2 feet. We might be able to craft a harness that it could sit in, but yeah, it will be challenging.
Or perhaps it's a problem for engineering.
It may not be a problem for today, but it's one that we now know a great deal more about.
Yes,
And
I would.
a secret we should keep.
Yes, I think in our back pocket, the idea of having a gift from the Titan, known well for aiding humanity in its time of need, would be quite powerful.
Sure.
I
Well-
don't think I have a spell I can cast.
At best, I think I could push like 190,000 pounds
Yes.
on a good day.
Is there any way for you to make 9 more of you?
And only have 2
I mean, technically, yes, but for like a brief period of time.
Right. But keep it in mind, 1.4 mil is the number we're looking for.
Thurgus?
The thing that stands out aside from, hey, there might be some treasure here, is Atlas was punished by the gods. This is, again, the Titans are amazing and awesome and rule this place, and
Yeah.
they won against the Olympians. Again, this is history that has been forgotten or suppressed,
Yes.
and may not be something that you should say loud and wide.
Yeah.
As you
That's
do know
fair.
that Titans are listening and watching of what you're doing.
We got an in, though, with a couple of those guys. We're good. We're like best friends with the Titans.
Titans being punished by the gods does not fit the scripture and the known stories, the common stories. This is, again, deeper knowledge.
Yes.
So you're saying the common story is that the Titans beat the gods.
Yeah, they beat them. They're not around anymore.
Yeah, Titans won.
Titans won.
No, they don't get punished. They do the punishing.
No one worships the Olympian gods anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Titans won.
Yes. But it sounds a lot more like the Titans were banished to this prison and then created pearls where people still worship them.
Yes, that is an interesting hypothesis, Fereosae.
We're trapped in here, but they're trapped out there.
Hmm.
The playthings of the trapped Titans in their prison. So,
Ooh, unsettling. We are nothing but the amused scratches on the prison wall of some.
to make our escape, we'll need not 1 prison break, but 2.
Capital.
And
Just
it's
when
not
I
hard
thought
to get out of this one, right? We just take the ether rails and we can peer out into the space between the pearls. Now we know what that space is.
Yes. But once there, how to find our way? In theory, there would be jailers in this meta prison we're speaking of. I wonder what they would do if it was brought to their attention that we were falsely imprisoned here, us being good god-worshipping races who had done nothing to these Olympians.
Who knows? And what of Baba Yaga? We saw in her hut a great deal of dead gods, right? The
Yeah.
relics of dead gods. Perhaps the space outside the prison is even less appealing than we realize.
Do we remember if we saw the Olympian gods in that room of dead gods?
Yep.
Yes.
You don't remember exactly which ones were there, but you remember that, oh, this is that family of gods that the Titans beat.
Perhaps Another excellent point, Fereosae. Perhaps the world outside the prison is dead. Perhaps all that's left is the prison and its prisoners. And the gods outside beyond it have also died.
Oh, fucking no way! We need to get the fuck out of here.
I think I want to
Hey,
trust.
Thurgus, you're listening to this, right? You're listening to them. They're saying some important shit over there.
Shh, Christopher, quiet. I'm doing math right now. It's really hard.
We may want to make our escape in a way that we could return if we felt that our escape was unwise.
I don't suppose the good old-fashioned plane shift would be enough to escape once we were there.
Perhaps, if we have the right focus.
In theory, these...
Oh no. I lost your connection just a VC for a moment. I heard in theory.
The Titans would probably have some tokens or mementos from their time before they were imprisoned. And those tokens would come from the world outside the prison that...
Oh no, internet sucking. Internets, why do you fail me? Internets. Is the stream still up? You guys still there?